Today's topic is salient features of Indian Constitution. Every country has a constitution. Either it is written nor the unwritten. Indian Constitution also had some essential features. First one, preamble. The Constitution of India has a preamble. It reflects the aims, aspirations, and objectives of the Constitution. And it is a key to the inspiration of the Constitution. It gives us so many details of our Constitution. Next, second one, written and detailed Constitution. India has a written and detailed Constitution. It is the biggest constitution, biggest written constitution in the world. First written constitution is USA Constitution and biggest written constitution is Indian Constitution. It is a written document. It was drafted, debated and enacted by Constituent Assembly of India. It took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to write and adopt the Constitution. Originally, it consists of 395 articles, 22 parts and 8 schedules. Now it had nearly 450 articles, 22 parts and 12 schedules. It described and explained very detailed everything in the Constitution. So its length was very big. And third, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic country. With the adoption of Constitution, India became a sovereign country, socialist country, secular country and democratic country and a republican country. What is the meaning of sovereign? Sovereign means freedom and independence in internal and external matters. And socialist means there is no differentiation between rich and poor people. All are equal. Next, secular means Indian Constitution maintains or Indian government maintains neutral policy in religious matters. Religious freedom is one of the important right of a secular state. And democratic. What is the meaning of democratic? A popular world famous philosopher stated that, namely Abraham Lincoln, ex-president of America, government of the people, by the people and for the people. In this government, rulers are elected by the periodical elections through the adult Francis. So it was called as the democratic country. Some are rulers and some people are ruled. And next, republican. What is the meaning of republican country? Republic means there is no kingship in India. The President of India was elected by the people, and also our constitution also established 1950 January 26. The day was called as Republic Day. In this country, every post was filled up by the eligibility candidates and competitive examinations. There is no adoption. There is no relationship. Next, with the adoption of Constitution, India became a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republican country. Clearly observed, socialist and secular words are added 42 Amendment Act of Indian Constitution in 1976. Before the 1976, our constitution is treated as sovereign country, democratic country and republic country. Then now it was called as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republican country. India is empowered to act with complete freedom and independence, both internal matters and external matters take decisions. And then fourth one, noble aims and objectives. Indian Constitution has noble aims. That was namely liberty, equality, fraternity, justice. The Indian Constitution secures to all citizens justice, social, economic, political matters. It gives us liberty of thoughts, liberty of expression, liberty of belief, liberty of faith and worship. There is no discrimination between the individual on the cause of caste, color, race, religion, territory, gender. All are enjoy this type of justice, social justice, economic justice, political justice, all are enjoyed in this country. And fifth one, our country has an important feature, combination of rigid and flexibility. What is the meaning of rigid? Rigid means hard. Flexibility means liberally or easily amended. These words related to the amendment system of Indian Constitution. Some countries followed in the word rigid policy, and some countries followed flexibility. While Indian people followed the both the combination of rigid and flexibility system. The Constitution of India can be amended with rigid and flexible methods. For example, rigid fundamental rights and directive principles can be amended a very special majority in parliament, that was called as 2 by 3rd majority. 2 by 3rd majority or half of the countries supported this type of amendments. And flexibility method was followed in formation of new states and changing of state boundaries. Formation of new states and changing of boundaries was amended simple majority in the parliament. That is 1 by 2 majority. 1 by 2 majority. It is the important feature of Indian Constitution. And then sixth one, unitary and federal system. Unitary means one. Tari means administration. Or government. Our forefathers of Constitution take a decision. India followed unitary and flexible policies. The Constitution of India describes India as a union states. And provides for a federal structure with unitary spirit. Look like it is a federal system, but strongly in the unitary system. It was the important feature of Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution prescribed unitary in emergency system. It prescribed unitary in emergency system. In emergency system, it is look like a unitary government. All decisions are taken by the central government. And ordinary times, it look like a federal system. Ordinary policies and federal system on ordinary occasions. What is the meaning of federal? Federal means federal was taken by the Latin word foedus. Foedus means agreement. Foedus means agreement or treaty. Agreements are taken between agreements are between two persons or two groups or two states. In this system, union government followed the state governments. State governments followed the decisions and decisions of the union government. Both are interlinked and interdependent. So our forefathers choose this type of system to our constitution. Next, seventh one. Seventh one, fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. So many rights are there in the world, and essential rights for the lifeline of individual are called as the fundamental rights. Primary rights to life in this country. The liberal democratic system or democracy, nature of Indian constitution is reflects in fundamental rights. The liberal democratic nature of constitution is reflects in fundamental rights. They are incorporated under part 3 of Indian Constitution from article 12 to 35. It was taken from the USA Constitution, United States of American Constitution. Firstly, it was 7. Now, as present, there are 6 at our constitution. One is right to equality. Right to equality. Second one is right to freedom or independence. Third one, right against exploitation. Third one, right against exploitation. Fourth one, right to religious freedom. Right to religious freedom. And fifth one, right to education and culture. Right to education and culture. Sixth one, before the 1976, right to property. Right to property is the one of the important fundamental rights before 1976. And seventh one, right to constitutional remedies. Seventh one, right to constitutional remedies. Now, right to property is dismissal from the list of fundamental rights on 1976 42 Amendment Act of Indian Constitution. So now it was treated as a legal right. A right to property is treated as a legal right in 300 article capital A. 300 article capital A. Now, as present, there are 6. One is right to equality. Second one is right to freedom or independence. Third, right against exploitation. Fourth, right to religious freedom. And fifth one, right to culture and education. And sixth one, right to constitutional remedies or right to enforce rights. It is right to enforce rights is soul of the fundamental rights. Soul of the fundamental rights are very essential for the development of individual personality and the success of democratic system. So our forefathers choose 6 fundamental rights from USA Constitution. It was situated in under part 3 and from article 12 to 30, as well as 8th one, direct to principles of state policy. Direct to principles of state policy. These are the directions of government empower the Constitution of India. Both union government and state government should follow the directions of Constitution for the development of country and remove the poorness of the country. These are the essential for the development of country. Direct to principles. Directions given by the Constitution. Our Constitution has brought forward certain directive principles as the policy of state in part 4 from article 36 to 51. These are taken by the Irish government. Irish government. These are the directions of our country for the development of all regions and all states. And 9th one, fundamental duties. Every person has some rights as well as some duties. Duty means essential work for the development of country. Our forefathers choose some of the fundamental duties. There are 10 before the 2002. Now it was 11 after the 2002. Fundamental duties. Article 51. Article 51, capital A, express the fundamental duties of Indian Constitution. Every citizen must follow some fundamental duties. For example, loyalty of the Constitution, or honor the Constitution, honor the national flag, honor the national anthem, and integrity of the country, unity and integrity of the country. Fundamental duties are recommended by the Swaran Singh Committee. Recommended by the Swaran Singh Committee. At first, there are 10 in 42 Amendment Act of Indian Constitution 1976. One more added at our Constitution Constitution, 86th Amendment Act of Indian Constitution 2002. Now this number is 11. This number is 11. Every person or citizen must follow the fundamental duties for their development and the success of the democracy. These are the essential or salient features of Indian Constitution. One more memory of main points. One is preamble, and second one is written and detailed constitution and lengthier. Next, third one, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republican policy. And fourth one, noble aims and objectives like a liberty, equality, fraternity and integrity. And fifth one, combination of rigid and flexibility. And sixth one, unitary and federal system. Seventh one, fundamental rights. Eighth one, directive principles of state policy. And ninth one, fundamental duties. Some more points are else.